Hey everybody, I think we're live. It's always a bit of fun with live. So I want to welcome you to the third and final installment of the Woman of Worth Summit for 2022. First off, I want to thank Sue Sutcliffe so much and the World Event Center for hosting our 3 days of summits. We are so appreciative of you for being our event sponsor. I also want to say thank you to Leslie Klein and the members of Legrity TV for streaming our event on Legrity TV. Welcome to those Legrity viewers as well. We are so happy that you are here today with us. We have such a treat for you, this incredible group of women that is sharing tonight. You will not forget when you have heard them speak. They are truly examples of the Woman of Worth platform. I am so excited because one of the things that I thought about when I was thinking about Women's History Month is that there's so many women who have made great strides in history, but I really wanted to shine a light on those people who were making the history today. And so that's what the Woman of Worth platform is really about, is really shining a light on those women who are creating their own legacy, who are writing the history that will be told about them. And they're doing it today. Every day, they're making an impact. They're following their purpose. I want to salute those women and really just share with you that they all have very similar characteristics. They are very powerful women. They are confident. They know their worth. That is what the Woman of Worth stands for. They know they are worthy. No one has to tell them. They don't have to get any awards, although this is nice. They know in their core that they are worthy. So our candidates in this year's foundational year of 2022 award winners have PhDs. Some people we have functional medicine doctor. We have you're going to hear from tonight, a veterinarian candidate. We have speakers, we have authors, we have business owners, we have mentors, any number of things. There's an incredible group of women that you're going to hear from. And I will tell you, this platform has become more than anything I could have ever dreamed up on my own. But it wouldn't be anything without these incredible women who are the foundational members of 2022. These women will forever hold this position of being that foundational member, and I'm proud to know each and every one of them. And I want you to know that this platform was truly designed for that person or that woman who is willing to stand up and stand out as that unrepeatable miracle that she is, knowing that her uniqueness and her genius and that she was born to shine. They are all servant leaders. They are here to create an impact. And I want to tell you, some of them came right forward and raised their hand and said, I am a woman of worth, and said, that's me. And you're going to be hearing from a couple of those women tonight. And we're going to go to the next, amazing woman. I just feel so lucky. You guys have no idea. This next woman of worth is a Canadian, and she is such an incredible human being. In my mind, she is all things energy and light. That's what I think of when I think of LORREL ELIAN. LORREL is a life mastery mentor at LORREL ELIAN Life Mastery. She is a master strategist who works with evolved entrepreneurs, which I love this because I'm like, when you're in your world, in Laurel's world, you are everything you can be. That's what it is. So thank you so much for being a woman of worth, Laurel. I absolutely appreciate you. I'm so glad you're here. And I think that you're going to just carry this energetic love that Genevieve just poured into us. I'm sure you're just going to take that and run with that. So you can take it away, my beautiful friend.
Sherri, thank you so much. You're so gracious and gorgeous, and I love and deeply appreciate you that I get to call you girlfriend. Right about the time that you approached me about the summit and the Woman of Worth, I had no idea the crossroads that I was actually at in my life. And I hadn't realized how impactful even just saying the words woman of worth was going to mean to me. And it really did trigger a chemical reaction. And I'd love to share that with
Oh,
everyone.
I
Thank
can't
you so
wait. Thank
much.
you.
So who you gather says a lot about you. The Woman of Worth Summit is proof of our purpose, of your purpose, Sherri, and we're all here to witness that with you. And girlfriend, this is just a perfect segue to what I'd like to share. So when you're so passionate about what it is that you do, you feel it in your body, even if you don't recognize that. And your body responds with a chemical reaction. And I just love all the conversations around energy and money and how it's so true. We're so deeply connected to who we are and what we do that chemical response shows up in really interesting ways. How you look shows how you live and how you feel about what's happened to you in your life. And your beliefs literally determine how you look. You can learn to understand how you've come to look the way you do so you can create quantum transformation. How you look is an after effect of your emotional responses. And this has nothing to do with how beautiful you think you look. I'm talking about how you respond to the world around you and how it shapes you. And my hope is that I'm able to expand your awareness about the role of your cellular memory and what that plays in embodying your life purpose. So you can see how you actually have a bigger say in creating your life and how that looks. Does that sound really interesting? Because this is all about you. This is your story, your life, and it's why you're here right now in this vehicle that carries you through life. And I want to ask you, how are you driving that vehicle? Are you driving it like a Porsche or a Mack truck? Or are you driving your Porsche like a Mack truck? Because this is a really good question to ponder, one that intrigued me enough to learn more about the great body of work that I called my life. I'm a futurist, I'm a biohacker in my health, I'm a creator of somatic face therapy, and I've studied with great teachers that have taught me different interfaces that have helped me to look at my life so differently. And it all started with being really uncomfortable and, in fact, being in a lot of pain in my life. And even though I've been a successful therapist, a teacher, a stylist, and all these other things that I do, what I recognized was that I was forcing who I was and what I was doing. So I'm LORREL ELIAN. I show women how to embody their future self now. And we can just get so impatient with life because of all of the expectations that are put on us from the beginning of our life right up into our present environment, that we force who we are because of who we're told we're supposed to be, right? It becomes so deeply ingrained in our personality, and more than just how we are, it's about who we are. Be a good daughter, be a good student, be an amazing mom, go out into the world and be awesome at all of your careers, drive a great car, have a gorgeous house, have a beautiful body, shop at all the best stores, find your perfect soulmate who'll complete you and fill you up, and then you'll have everything that you could ask for. Or will you? How do the demands on your everyday life make you feel? So there's some stressors that go along with that, isn't there? When you think about your average day right now, how does that feel? So I just want you to just take this moment with me and just think about that best part of your day. Just think about that and just let that sink in and scan your body and see how that feels good in your body. Okay, so now I just want to take you to that place where it gets really busy, really stressful, and maybe there's other people in that part of your day. And just observe how that feels. That switch in there. Yeah, and maybe your heart is getting a little bit faster, your breathing is maybe a little constricted. Now I want to take you back to that good part of your day. Take a deep breath and hold it. Let that pressure build. And then as you exhale, really enjoy the release in that. Do you know that 81% of North Americans believe that everyone's life has a bigger purpose, according to Lifeway research? That up until 2011, it was only 68% that wondered. And so what was happening in our world at that time, right? We're coming through an economic crisis, housing crisis, and what's just happened in the last few years. And that also that if you're not religiously affiliated or inclined, that your opinion actually lowers to about 37%. So what does that say about all of us? Type in the chat if you would about what you think that means. To me, it means that our environment affects our beliefs and it affects how we feel about our future. So this is also, there's tremendous amounts of research that say that having a sense of purpose also gives you a longer life. So that leads me to why I'm here today. My life used to be all about doing all the things that I thought I was supposed to be. I shoulda, I coulda, why didn't I? And we should have been called human doers instead of human beings. All the things that we think that we're supposed to be doing. Well, I have really strong convictions about authenticity that come from my upbringing. So strong that it leads me to self-sabotage and hide out. For myself, my purpose is deeply connected to the struggles that I've come through. And the antidote that I found is related to the lack of self-worth and self-sabotage, which when I worked through that, I discovered integrity. And it means that what I do for a living is how I live. And how I'm here with you is how I am behind the curtain. This is how I am physically, emotionally, spiritually aligned for me. Ask my kids, it can really bug them. Because I speak to how I am. I have to be truly authentic to myself. As a woman of worth, I have to be there first. How I show up for me is how I teach others how to treat me. And the same is true for you. It's true for everyone. And it doesn't mean that things are always easy. There's challenges. And the deeper you go, the messier it gets. And that's a good thing because it means that you're making progress. Have you discovered what your purpose is? Is it what you do for a living or how you live? Does it complete you? Or are you still trying to figure it out? Can you say in one sentence what you're here to do? It used to be a long, drawn-out thing for me, and that taught me a lot about how I came to be where I am today, because today I can. And I want to thank you again, Sherri, for bringing us all together, because it's because of what I do that I got to meet you, and you're proof of my passion and my purpose. And I'd also like to say that I'm kind of weird. Actually, I'm quite weird. And I'm odd, and I have way out there ideas, insights that make people uncomfortable. In fact, some will avoid being around me, and I'm kind of okay with that today. I feel like many of you can relate to me, and I'm not calling anyone weird unless you want me to, but I see that you're not like other people, that you're here, and that your weirdness or that thing about you that makes you feel maybe isolated or different is also about your unique gift. And you might also suspect that you're sitting on something that's pretty special, that you might hide it. Have you ever been told that you're too much? You expect too much? Like it's a bad thing? There's never been a better time or more significant time for you to be weird or different, because the world needs your unique perspective and the gifts that you share. And if you're sitting in uncomfortableness, in pain in your body and your heart, you're being guided to come out of that hiding spot. It's why you're here. And here's what I know to be true. When you were growing up, society had all kinds of controls in place to make you be like everyone else. If you didn't do, act, walk, talk like your schoolmates and your siblings, you were likely the outcast, the weird one. And you might have even been tricked into believing that you wanted to be like them too. It kind of robbed you of being able to express your original thoughts, to be who you are uniquely designed to be, an artist, a lover of nature, a gifted creator, a voice. We were actually mostly raised to conform. And there's nothing wrong with the different hats that we wear as workers, as moms, as daughters, as wives, as givers. But the other side of it is, and actually, if this stirs something in you, then that's good. It means I'm doing my job. But what I've seen as a therapist for over a decade and meeting women at their crossroads is that they're doing what they've been told to do and struggling to be who they were born to be, which is their own unique version of themselves. And I know I'm so out of time. And I'm gonna stop here just to honor those that are coming yet. That I want to just share with you that my gift for you is also to join me and in a special master class where I can go deeper into it. But I want to leave you with this thought that every piece of information that comes into you, your brain holds on to it. Also, every piece of information that comes in, there's an emotion attached to it. And so you are the result of how you feel about what's happened to you in your life. And there's a lot more that I'd like to share about that, but I'm just going to say thank you so much, Sherri, and thank you. What brilliant conversations. I'm so glad that I'm here. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, I love you. I've taken a class with Laurel, and you just will not be the same when you're done. Now you guys all know why I said she is like energy and light, like the whole of her. And I hope people will sign up for the master class, because that is, I mean, that's you getting in touch with you. I mean, I don't know if you guys can feel her heart, but I can see it, but I know her heart. But you will be better for connecting with her. Thank you so much, Laurel. I'm so proud to know you, and I appreciate you tremendously. Just I can't give you enough praise. So thank you so much for being here and sharing your gifts with us. And just thank you. That's what I got.
Thank you. Yeah.